Hello everybody, Toni Craft here, and I'm just making sure all my stuff is set up correctly. It's been a couple weeks since I have live streamed. I've missed it. I've been really for like a month. My kids were sick and then we went on spring break, and yeah, I haven't been able to film or do live streams very much. So I am back today and I am excited to be filming, and I really should also film a tutorial. But since I'm kind of getting my sea legs again, I'm not sure what to do. So I figured a live stream would be good to start things off. So I think to start, I'm not gonna start with that. I actually, on, what was it? The week before last week, Michael's had a huge sale. I don't remember what they were calling it. It was some sort of like spring sale. I don't know, I think they were clearing all the spring stuff out. But anyways, they had a crazy sale, and I was totally the old lady who was the first person in the store, which is fun. I've never done that before. I've never been so excited about a sale that I've been the first person. But let's see, I just want to show you guys everything I got, and hopefully I have my receipt in here too so we can see what I saved. And I haven't opened this bag since the day I went, because I want to say right after the sale was like we left for spring break. So yeah, there's the receipt. I'm gonna put my hands bigger. We can see. That might be too dang close. So let's see, I'm looking at my receipt here. And so a ton of this stuff, so all their jewelry, all their jewelry making supplies were 50% off, which is pretty amazing. And then it looks like I had a 50% off coupon on a regular priced item, and I think I only bought one regular priced item. So all together, I saved $29. So that's not too bad. So clay was not on sale. So let's just put those out of the frame, because no one wants to talk about stuff that wasn't on sale. But I did get some colors that I've been needing. I think in one of my live streams recently, I was very low on blue, so I got a couple shades of blue. I got a brown, which usually I just make my own brown, but I figured that'd be easier. A yellow. And a light blue. So I will be adding those. Actually, you know what? Before we go on, let me make sure that we are live. Yes. We are live. Hello, Diane on YouTube. How are you? I was just kind of going through before I start any crafting. Let's see if we can get this better. I did the big Michael's sale. What was it, last week? No, sorry, week before last. They had some big doorbuster sale, and I was one of those crazy people who showed up like right when the store opened. So I was just gonna show some of that. So yeah, I was just looking at my receipt because I honestly haven't opened this bag since I went, and it looks like, so all the jewelry making supplies were 50% off, which is pretty awesome. And then everything else was just sort of discounted, or I can't really tell. Yeah, so anyway, Diana, I'm glad that you finally caught me live as well. You usually do volunteering, right, when I'm live? Sorry, I'm futzing with my camera here. Hello, Holly on YouTube. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. And hi, Melanie. Melanie asks if the kiddos are feeling better. Yes, I'm happy to report that yes, my kids are no longer, well, you know, my youngest has a pretty nasty cough right now, but we're not keeping her out of school for it. She doesn't have any secondary things, no fever or anything, so she's going to school. But yeah, last week we were on spring break in Florida, and so that was really nice because it was like the first time in a month that no one was barfing or had the flu. So it was nice. So Holly and Melanie and anyone else who's just joined us, I was just going through my Michael's haul. 2 weeks ago, Michael's had some sort of like crazy doorbuster sale. So I went, and I was like one of the first people, or I was the first person in the store, and the biggest thing for me was that all of their jewelry supplies were 50% off, like any jewelry supply. So I got things that I always need, like jump rings. So I got some really nice jump rings, and then I got just some standard jump rings. I got some eye pins. So let's see how much I paid for these nice. These are 14 gold plated jump rings. Let's see how much I paid for them. If I can find them. It looks like these were supposed to be $3.99 for 20 jump rings, and I paid, where I just lost it again, and I paid $1.99, so that's pretty cool. Ugh, Melanie, you're getting over the flu. Man, I'll tell you, this season's been late and rough. Everyone around me, everyone in Atlanta seems to have the stomach bug, which is gross. Yes, Melanie, all the beads were on sale, 50% off, yeah. And then I got some chains. Gold. This one's gold plated. This one's silver plated. These ones are silver plated as well. So yeah, I probably should have gotten more, you know, like really stocked up, but I didn't want to go too crazy. And then this one's a 14 karat gold plated chain. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I got 50% off on all those. And then I got some stir sticks for resin, which I'm always ruining paintbrushes and pens and stuff because I never have stir sticks. So now I have stir sticks, which I'm excited about. And then I found these, which are just open bezels for, I would use them for resin. And in the past, I've only made my own open bezels. I've never purchased open bezels. So I'm kind of excited to try these. And then I got some D-rings, which, you know, I sort of keep collecting supplies for, what's that? What are those things called? Like cord necklaces. So I want to start doing some cords and some fabrics and stuff, but I never seem to have the right supplies. So here's another supply that I'll add to the list of maybe I'll use one day. And then I got glitter because I never have glitter, and it's always, glitter's so expensive. It's like $8 for one of these. That's crazy. So anyways, I got 2 big things of glitter, which these things last me forever. So I got these mostly for resin because they've got shapes, stars, hearts, more stars, more hearts, and then these ones are just the same shape over and over again, but they're sort of a different coloring. They're kind of like, what is that called? Like mermaidy, shimmer. So yeah, I'm excited about glitter. And then those of you who have watched my live stream know that I've been working on that blanket forever. And so I got, this guy was on sale, and I thought this would go well with my blanket coloring. I haven't worked on my blanket in a couple weeks, so I'm excited to get back to that. And now that I'm looking at it away from the store, it seems a little Eastery, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah. Oh, Holly says she cannot find those bezels. Yeah, you know, it seems like until I found these, it seemed like the only place I ever saw them was online. And it seems, I mean, I think why is because open bezels are really popular in like Japan and China. But that whole UV resin open bezel thing is just kind of starting to become a thing here. So I bet we'll see more of those pop up in stores. So how is everybody? I missed you guys. I missed going live. Melanie on YouTube says, as far as making cords, I recently got this thing called a Wonder Knitter by Clover. I love that thing. It makes great necklace cords very quickly. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I really don't have experience with doing any sort of cord jewelry, and I guess I've always wanted to try it because I would assume it's cheaper than buying chains and definitely easier than making your own chains. So I don't know. And I have some cords, I just never have what I need to make them into necklaces. So Diane says she's fabulous, loving the warmer weather. Amen, sister. Man, spring could not come soon enough this year. Really could not. And I love, so I'm in the South in the United States, and we are in that part of spring where everything is neon green, and I love it. Love it. So some of you guys know that I was doing a quilting class at a museum here in Atlanta, and I actually missed the last class, which is too bad, but we were on spring break. But one of the things that we had worked on was doing, you know, half squares like the triangles and putting it together in a pattern. So this is the thing I made for that class. And it's sort of like springy and a little Eastery. It's a little I don't know, soft for my taste. So so I've been adding some embroidery to it, these little stitches. and I wanted to add some beading and stuff to it and kind of make it like maybe like a sensory thing that you can touch. So I thought I could work on that today. I did a lot of this embroidery in the car while we were going to Florida. The only problem though is I want to add beads, but I don't know if I have a beading needle around. Melanie, yeah, we put on our AC as well. We have it on like 78, so it's not kicking on too much, but yeah, it's but I love the warm weather. Love it. So let's see if I have, I mean, I know if I use big beads like this, I don't have to worry about a thin enough needle. Holly, you cracked your ribs picking up your new horse. That's not good. Hopefully you're healing up. What kind of horse did you get? Ollie, that's a good idea to open your windows at night. We never think to do that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too close to the city to have windows open. So I think some of these, here, let me put my hands bigger again. I think some of these beads will do well. I just gotta figure out if I want to go that big or not. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if I did them as like solo. You know what I could do? Maybe I'll do any big bead that I do, I'll have embroidery thread like bursting out of it, like a little fountain of string. I don't think those. And maybe I can bust this one up like I did on that little, whatever that thing was called. The little quilting yo-yo that I did the other day, or the other week, I guess. It's been a while. Could put some of those on. You bought that same strand of beads? Which one? These ones? They're very pretty. I haven't used them yet on anything. Now, I seem to be missing my cutters. Let's see if I can get away with using these teeny tiny ones. Oh, actually, I could probably just open these jump rings up. Maybe not. You know what? I think my wire cutters are upstairs. Melanie, yes. Great minds indeed. I am not making this any easier on myself. I should just go get my cutters, huh? Okay, you guys sit tight for 1 minute. I will be right back. All right. That was quick and easy. This should make faster work of tearing apart an old necklace. So Melanie says that was quick. So I film in my basement, which is it's a finished basement, but it's still a basement nonetheless. And so our house is technically a ranch style. So it looks like just one floor, but we have this finished basement downstairs, which I have definitely taken over with all of my stuff. Let's get this stuff out of the way so we can actually see what we're doing here. Gosh, these beads are tough. It's really these jump rings. These jump rings are really, really thick that they used. Can't seem to cut through them. I can hardly open them up. I got this necklace at a Goodwill. For just this reason, I just wanted to sort of pilfer all the stuff on it. It has come in handy a couple times. Goodwill's a great place to get supplies if you find something on one of their color, what is that called? They're like, you know, like, oh, everything yellow ticket is 50% off. The stuff in the jewelry case also has those colored tickets, if you didn't know that. So sometimes you can find really good deals on stuff, on, you know, beaded necklaces and stuff like that. Holly, I think you're your thing about your horse came through a little late, but she says he is registered by Paint Society. His name is Sequili Horse in Cherokee. So he did not have a good home, or it's a rescue? I have never had a horse. I did have friends, though, in New Hampshire who had horses. So I've ridden a number of times and have helped to take care of them and stuff. But my family, we always just had cats. That's all we ever had. Just cats. Oh, I did have a guinea pig once, I guess. Oh, so I just... Holly says she's in her second childhood. She's been making borax crystals. Got to stop. The whole kitchen table's full. I've never done that before. Is it fun? That's the whole, like, live crystal thing, right? Where you can basically, like, paint something with something and it grows crystals. Well, maybe I'll only take 4 of these off because these things are a pain in the butt. Gosh, I can't even cut through these if I wanted to. So I just got a text message about an appointment that I have this week, which I'm still sort of in denial about. I have a LASIK eye surgery appointment on Saturday. And ow, damn it. So all, you know, since LASIK's been a thing, I have never wanted to do it. I was always totally creeped out by it, you know, like, well, who would want surgery on their eyes? Blah, blah, blah. That's so creepy. And I actually, my old company that I used to work for used to pay for $1,500 of your LASIK. And I never took them up on the offer. I was just too scared. And then recently, like in the past 2 years, wearing glasses and contacts and stuff has been such a pain. And I have just been so, I don't know, I want everything off my dang face. I don't like it hurts, it's annoying. There's a million reasons why I do not want to wear glasses and or contacts anymore. I try to wear contacts sometimes when I live stream, but I can never see anything when I wear my contacts. Everything's like fuzzy. So anyways, this deal popped up for this LASIK place here in Atlanta. You know, and you get a free consult and whatever. And I said, well, I'll go and just see what it's like. And I went, and what I didn't realize is that LASIK places can get you in like that week. Like they just boom, 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 boom. So they went ahead and scheduled me for this Saturday, and I made sure, you know, like I can cancel this, right? If I have to, if I think about it and I don't want to do it, blah, blah. And so I went home and I thought about it, and I was really sort of struggling with it. Like, is this something that I really want to go in debt for? And then on the other side, of course, this is a very worthwhile thing. It's my vision. it's part of my bodily functions. Like, this would be life-changing, you know? So anyways, after thinking for a while about it, I decided that instead of going into debt for it, I would use some of my savings account, which to me actually seems like a really good use of savings, right? Like that's like I'm using it on something that is a lifelong change. I don't know, it just seems like that seems like a good trade, money for sight. So I think I'm gonna do it. I'm still like in denial a little bit. Diane on YouTube says it sounds scary, but I know people are so happy they did it. Good luck. Melanie says I'm scared of that surgery too. I've been wearing glasses since the 4th grade. I'm now in my 40s. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I was always afraid, and then just in the past 2 years or so, I've been like, wait a second. I'm not afraid to get piercings and tattoos, but I'm afraid to fix my own vision. Like, that seems dumb. So, we'll see. But yeah, they apparently they like they numb your eye. They put a suction cup on it, so that it doesn't move, and then the laser that they use does not activate unless everything is perfectly still. So even if you twitch or something, it won't activate. So, I mean, they have the safety pretty well done. And yes, Diane, she said, I know people who are so happy they did it. Everyone that I talk to who has done it is like, this is life-changing. If you can do it, you should do it. So yeah, I'm kind of nervous and excited. I don't know, I'm not really nervous. I'm more nervous about doing something that costs like $2,500. That's what I'm more nervous about. The money is more scary than the process, I think. Melanie says, still just creeps me out. Oh yeah, I know. It's a weird thing to mess with your eyes. It is weird, but I have more of a dental phobia. I'm not good with dentist stuff. I'm one of those people who needs to be gassed, like, just to get a cleaning. So I feel like I can handle my eyes. Like, if we were talking about my teeth, yeah, probably not. Diane says you are awake for the whole time. Yes, I know. Not only are you awake, but your eyes are open. Your eyes are being held open, like Clockwork Orange style. Holly, going back to talking about the borax, she says, good project for your kiddos. They're beautiful. I'm doing borax feathers now. Ooh, I like that idea because I have an entire box of turkey feathers that my mom sent me from New Hampshire, and I've never really done anything with them. So maybe we'll do that as a project. That sounds fun. See, let's grab an uneven amount of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 7. I read that somewhere, that you should always do an uneven amount of whatever you're doing. You should always do like 7 beads instead of 6. Because it keeps the balance or something. Diane says she loves that movie. I'm getting a Clockwork Orange. Yeah. It's creepy, but it's good. Ah. I actually haven't watched Clockwork Orange in a long time. Oh, Holly says she watched her mom get her eye surgery through a huge window. Really? What was it like? Do tell. I just can't imagine, like, who was it who said, Melanie said she's been wearing glasses since 4th grade. I've been wearing glasses since 8th grade, I guess. And yeah, I'm just shy of 40. So I feel ya. I'm just sick of it. I'm so sick. I just want to wake up and see. I want to like be in my shower and see. I want to go swimming and not have to worry about not seeing because I can't wear my glasses in the water. I can go snorkeling. I don't know. I feel like it's funny too because, you know, I have like something like using my savings really kind of makes sense to me because I never dip into my savings. You know, I've worked full time for a million frickin' years and I never use my savings for anything. I've always just used it as this like emergency backup plan. So I don't know. I guess it feels good to have something worthwhile. Anyway, I'll stop talking about eye surgery in case someone's like, oh my god, stop. Please stop talking about this. So let's see. I do wish I had more of these guys. Those ones sort of match the inside of that little flower. And this thing just, I swear, sometimes this thing just stops focusing. See, it wants to focus and then it goes back out of focus. So Holly says, pretty cool. She can see amazingly. I laugh because I just see her looking at wallpaper and at her hair color. Yeah, see, I feel like because I remember when I was 14 and I got glasses, the biggest thing to me was I walked outside and I could see individual leaves on trees, and I didn't realize that other people were seeing individual leaves, you know? And that was so amazing to me, and I just kept looking around and being like, "You guys see these little leaves? It's so crazy. Like, look at these little leaves." And so I imagine that I'll have the same sort of reaction to, I don't, there's going to be something. There's going to be something where I'm like, "What? I can see. Oh my god." So, Melanie says, "Oh yeah, it would be wonderful to see without glasses or contacts, but I just don't know if I could have surgery to get there." I get ya. I mean, it has come a long way though. They do not do the blades anymore. It's all laser now. And so basically, I think what happens is they like put your prescription into the machine and it sort of does it automated. I wish I had some like really bright beads. Oh, you know what? I do have these little. Those ones might do well. Those are tiny seed beads. I would need a thinner needle for that. Melanie's going to check her laundry. We'll be here. Good luck. Ollie says her mom's just very quick and easy. Yeah, I mean, everyone says it's in and out, and really it's just like the waiting in the waiting room that takes the longest part. Well, now that I have all these beads out, I don't know what to do with them. Should have stuck with the embroidery. I had a plan for that. Hmm. Oh, actually, you know what I could do with these big guys? I'd put them like in the center of my globby guys like that, and then have the threads poking out, which might be cool. Let's try one. I'm gonna see if I can do a full embroidery thread and not break it down. Oops. Do any of you guys do embroidery? I don't do it a ton. Sometimes I get in the mood and I'll take out a hoop and do something. Wait, what am I doing? That's not what I need to do. I needed to thread my needle, not the bead. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna keep it on top here. I need like a little cup. So I've just been doing the embroidery on the top layer and leaving my back layer untouched. So I'm going to try to do that. We'll just hide this knot underneath our bead. You know, now that I'm doing this, I don't know if I know how to make a little tassel inside of a bead. And you know what else? What I should have done. Yeah, let's do that over. Diane says she has never done embroidery. She's chainmail, metal stamping, trying to learn wire wrapping here and there. Yeah, I do a lot of fabric stuff in general, I guess. I don't know, I do a lot of everything. Master of none. Let's see, how can I make a tassel? Guess you go, let's get another piece. Why don't you just go like this? Then that might have been too big. Let's start again. I'm not teaching anybody anything this live stream. We're just learning as we go. Yeah, I guess what I can do is like, I go like this, and then I tie it off on one end somehow. That. Let's see, where did my bead go? And let's see if we can get that through the bead. Voila. Pull that little knot in there. See if we can get it to go in there. Now what? Now what I should have done is left this longer. I could tie it down. That's okay, we're gonna see if we can get this done. There we go. Let's see. Maybe I will have to go through the back on this one. It's fine, we'll just do a simple knot back there. If I can get this through. There we go. Sort of cool, right? Should I cut them? I'm just pulling the threads apart in the embroidery thread. I want to say embroidery threads usually have nine single threads. Something like that. Bye, Holly. Thank you very much for catching us. Hope you have a wonderful week. There we go. I kind of like that. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you guys. There we go. So that wasn't too bad. Maybe I'll do more of those. I promise I'm trying to get this thing to focus for you guys. See, it focuses and then it stops. It wants to. Really, really wants to. Alright, let's see. Do another one right there. Okay, now I gotta remember how I did that. It was like one of these guys. Okay. Come on, needle. There we go. Need like a little embroidery comb or something to make quicker work of these threads. So that the quilting class is over now, but because it took place in a museum, they are giving us space to do a little gallery show in July, I think. And you can show anything, you know, big or small, whatever it is. So that's, I guess, why I'm kind of working on this and seeing how crazy I can get with it, because it might be hanging in a gallery. Diane and Melanie both say cute. Thank you very much. I'm glad it's working out. You never really know until you start working on something whether it's going to work. That's how it is in my case anyway, because I don't plan very well. I just start working. Oops, I pulled the wrong one. So I saw this video on YouTube the other day. It was giving an adult makeover to a Barbie dream house. And I thought that would kind of fit well with my... What am I doing wrong here? With that little Barbie jewelry one I did not too long ago. My kids have just been really into Barbie lately, so I guess that's why I've been interested. But the adult upgrade to the Barbie dream house was really cool. Basically, she took contact paper and washi tape and a little bit of fabric and basically just did everything in a more modern style, you know, and not pink, obviously. So anyways, I just thought that was really cool. I kind of want to do it now, but I imagine the Barbie dream house is kind of expensive. It seems like a expensive video to make. But it was cool. She made this like little fur chair, like hanging chair, and she changed the couch so it had like, you know, it looked like little wooden legs, and she was just using washi tape. It's pretty cool. Oh, it was actually on one of those big channels. Like Craftly or something like that. Of course, they have access to all the supplies they need. That's the problem. For me, when I make a video, I have to go out and buy all that crap. I think I'm gonna get that one in there. Okay. Diane says she has to have a plan. If not, I'll just sit and stare at all my stuff thinking, where do I start? Get overwhelmed and walk away before I even start anything. Yeah, I don't know. Usually I have like... I think my thing is I don't have a plan, I have inspiration. So I'll see something, you know, a pattern or a color combo or something like that, and then I just pick a medium and go with that inspiration. I think that's what, like, how I kind of work. Because usually when I have a plan, I just screw everything up. And then I feel disappointed. If you don't have a plan, you can't fail. Maybe that's why I do it. Oh no! No! A little knot. That knot was giving me trouble from the beginning. I don't know what I did wrong with that knot. Well, might have to go back and fix that one later. It's just an ugly little tassel. It's okay. Dang it. That's all falling out. Okay, let's do that one over. That one was never meant to be. Did that work? No, what? What was I doing before that made this work? Where have I gone wrong? What am I doing wrong? Maybe... I swear I was just going underneath. I mean, that seems right. And then just make a knot. Oops. So we haven't had anyone today over on Twitch commenting. We may have watchers, but I've been thinking about dropping Twitch. Just to make things a little bit easier. And unfortunately, I really like Twitch as a platform. And I like that they have ways that creators can be compensated for their work that isn't ad revenue. But Twitch is mainly for video gaming. And although there is a pretty robust art community on there, I just don't know if the views are there. So, oh, I must need lunch. I'm all over the place here. There we go. Okay. So anyways, I've been thinking about dropping it. I mean, it'll be no... If I don't drop it, I think I need to approach it differently. And if anything, I need to scale down my activity in the next coming weeks because my kids get out of school for the summer in 6 weeks. And they are not going to summer camp. So they are going to be in mom camp. So whether or not... Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Oh, Melanie says, sorry girls, I gotta go. Enjoy talking to y'all. Good luck with the surgery, Toni. Thank you so much, Melanie. I hope you will join us again. Have a great week. So Diane says she's heard of Twitch but wasn't sure what it was used for. Yeah, it's so you know how people watch other people play video games, which is not really a phenomenon I'm part of. But that's what that platform was originally for. That's what its main attraction was. And it's actually owned by Amazon, Amazon Prime. So there's, they have sort of some interesting things, like people can gift Prime subscriptions and stuff like that. And they can use their what's called bits to support different channels. So basically, people can get compensated for stuff without having to run ads and all that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you know, just takes work on any platform to grow an audience and all that, and I just don't know if I have it in me to do another platform, you know. Maybe I should just continue reaching out on YouTube, because it seems like I do have people, you know, here like you guys that want to watch and want to talk, so why not just stick with that? Diane says, oh man, kids full time. Yeah. So I don't know. Just don't know. I mean, I could, you know, throughout the summer just do live streaming and filming at night when my husband could take over, which is fine. I could probably also, my mother-in-law watches the kids sometimes, so I bet she would take them once a week. So I don't know, I just have to think about it and figure it out. But yeah, my schedule's most likely going to change. What next? Ooh. So these fabrics here, these two in particular, are hand dyed. The teacher in the quilting class hand dyes all her own fabric, which is amazing. So it's all just pure cotton hand dyed. And she has, what are those called? She has like grants and stuff to continue on the tradition of traditional Southern quilting. She's basically, you know, taught by generations of family, and so she knows all of these things that are traditional and no longer used and things like that. So so it's pretty cool learning from her. I do wish maybe the class was a little bit more like one-on-one, because the variety in people in skill level was so big that a lot of the time was used up on things that I already know how to do. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like simple sewing stuff, which I get, and I'm not saying like beginners shouldn't take classes or anything. You know, I think that's great, but like working with someone who is very well known and known for what she does, and not being able to like really squeeze out what I wanted to out of it was a little disappointing. But also, you know, she did change my thinking about a couple things, and got me to sort of think about doing stuff like this, like texture on things. She gave a big talk about making art for people with disabilities and eyesight issues and that sort of thing. And she's big on making things tactile, very bold, with a high contrast, so that they can be seen and felt by anyone, basically, or be enjoyed by anyone. So I really liked that idea, and that's why I wanted to run with it on this one. And I know they make like, and I've always sort of been into sensory things. I've made sensory blankets in the past, but I've never gone to this level of detail or this much work on it. So, and I also found out that the way I've always done my edging on quilting is actually a old version of it, and it's a traditional way of doing it. And I guess what I do is called lap quilting, which is this sort of binding where you just fold over and hand stitch your binding. And it's funny because when they were talking about it, I was like, how else would you do it? Is there another way? And everyone's like, oh yeah, you know, you can do bias, you can do this, you can do that. And I was like, oh, like they use strips, but for me, I just use, you know, the full backing, make it wider and fold it over. So anyways, I learned things. I guess I just wish I had more one-on-one time with her. Would have been nice. But anyways, ladies, I think I am going to let you go because I think I'm getting hungry and I'm messing things up. But this is what we did so far. I don't really know what to do. Like, should I put like little hangers on it or something? I guess it could be a wall hanging. I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, how could it not be, putting so much work into it by hand, right? Anyway. All right, ladies. So hopefully I will have a tutorial out this week, but I'm not making any promises. And hopefully I'll also be live streaming again on Thursday. I think when I cut down my schedule or start to figure that out, I'm probably going to cut out the Tuesday streams, because it seems like Thursdays we get a bigger crowd, although today we had a big crowd. So I don't know what I'm gonna mess with that a little bit, but I think maybe Thursdays will be the live stream and maybe Saturdays will be the upload of the tutorial. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to see on that. If you guys have any opinions on it, please let me know. If you guys want to see me do any projects or anything, please also let me know. I am happy to do all those things. I do have a couple like kits and stuff that I need to do. One of them's actually in the kitchen, so that'll be exciting. I just have to get set up there. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for all coming back, even though I missed like a million weeks. I appreciate you, and I hope you guys are all enjoying spring, and I will talk to you later, okay? Bye!